And because we are filming, it's actually a good thing for you guys, because the sequence that I'm teaching today is Journey into Power. And it's actually one of the original power yoga sequences. And without me actually doing anything other than delivering the sequence, you're going to feel good when you leave. Because there's such in Australia right now, everybody's trying to be different. And so what happens is you don't get the sequencing in the right order and you walk out. You don't even understand why your body feels shown up. I've been finding that in a lot of the classes I do. And this sequence is perfectly designed for you guys to have an amazing experience. All I need to do is remember it. So let's start in child's pose today. And while it's cold outside, it's a really good reminder that our Ujjayi breath, the breath that we use throughout this practice, is actually an internal heating system. So just start to cultivate that breath straight away. Start to lengthen through the breath as you lengthen through your body. But focus on the heat that you can feel here. So just a reminder, you achieve the Ujjayi breath by constricting the gluteus muscle in the back of your throat, making the sounds like you're fogging up a mirror or your glasses. And just tap into the length of the breath. Start to get really conscious of that length. Start to get really present. Just be right here, right now. Send your gaze or your drishti inwards. I am going to assist this class also, so put up your hand if you don't want to be assisted. As you send your gaze inwards, start to focus on your Uddiyana Bandha, so draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine, just a gentle pulling. Lengthen your breath. Sink your sit bones to your heels as you exhale. Now spread your fingertips, get grounded here. So try and create the biggest space you can between the outer edge of your thumbs and your pinkies. Now press your finger pads into the mat. On your inhale, take a long deep inhale. Sit bones to the back of your room, sink them to your heels. As you empty your breath, clear your thoughts, clear your mind. One more long, strong inhale. On your exhale, push up into downward facing dog. Sit bones to the sky. Just making the shape of an inverted V. You want to really get those sit bones up. But early in the morning, our hamstrings are tight, so bend your knees as much as you need to get that beautiful long straight spine. Now get grounded. You're going to be hugging your thumb tips to your center line, and it's like turning on two energetic taps. You're going to hug your left thumb to the left energetically and your right thumb to the right. Feel your body getting warm just through your breath, and start to limber up your muscles. It's cold, so you might want to take a little running dog here this morning. The room is heating, but it's up to us this morning. Now take your right leg to the sky, open up your hip all the way out to the locker room. But really stay grounded here, so press the hands into the earth, pull them towards your feet. You want to make sure your shoulders are in one line here. So press evenly into the earth. One more long, strong inhale. Foot to the floor, downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg goes up, bend your knee, lengthen the sideways. Again, stay grounded, so press the hands into earth, pull them towards the feet. Make sure your shoulders are in one long line. Energetic taps turn on, hug thumb tips to the midline. Foot to the floor, exhale, down facing dog. Now look forward and slowly take as many steps as you need to walk all the way to the front of your mat into ragdoll here. So grab opposite elbows. Shake it with your feet before you gently close your eyes. Are the outer edges of your feet facing toward the block? That is parallel to the edges of your mat. It will almost feel like a pigeon toe, but press the four corners of your feet into the earth like you've got tree roots growing get into your breath a little more? Can you press the four corners of your feet into the earth? See what happens if you squeeze your thighs all the way up to your belly, draw the pit of your belly in up to your spine, keep your hamstrings open a little more for a morning stretch. That's it. Now slowly on your inhale with belly engaged to spine, roll up to standing vertebra by vertebra. We'll be in Samasthiti. Bring your big toes together to touch. Make sure the four corners of those feet are still pressing. Inner ankles press back, outer ankles press down. We'll just open our practice here with 3 Oms. So hands to prayer, heart center. Long deep inhale to connect. Squeeze your thighs to your belly, draw the pit of the belly in and up to your spine. Feel what happens when you press your inner ankles back, your outer ankles down, like you're standing on that back wall, fire up. Beautiful work, guys. Now drop your knees if you need to and slowly lower all the way to your bellies. Press all 10 toenails into the earth, take a baby cobra to inhale. Melt to the mat to exhale. Let's get our spines warmed up. One more baby cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades, inhale to melt. Last one, baby cobra. Squeeze shoulder blades. Press back, downward facing dog, exhale. Get grounded here, so hands press and pull into the earth. Melt your heart to the back of the room. Feel your skin, feel your muscles, feel your bones as you melt your heels to the earth. Now on your inhale, hug skin, muscle, bone to the center line. Breathe in. Melt. Now look forward, step float, or jump to a halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Fold forward to exhale. Reach up, mountain pose. Use your feet, four corners, press. To fold. Take a halfway lift, flat back. Draw the belly, inhale. Step back to a high plank. Float to low plank. Chaturanga is your exhale. Up dog if you're ready, or baby cobra is great to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Stay grounded, press with your hands to your feet. Melt your heels to your mat. Inner ankles press back, outer ankles press down. Feel what happens to your hamstrings when you draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. And melt your heart to the back of the room by squeezing your front ribs together and expanding through your mid back. On a long stroke inhale, set your gaze between your feet or your belly button. Melt your heart as you exhale. Now look forward, top of the mat, halfway lift, biggest breath in, belly. Fold, crown of the head to the floor. Reach up, mountain pose. Inhale, four corners of the feet. Press into the earth. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale, heart forward to the front of the room. Press back to to a high plank, float to low plank. Up dog if you're ready. Otherwise, cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Hands press and come towards your feet. Heels sink in and back, out and down. Skin muscle bone hug, inhale. Now soften your joints as you exhale. Look forward, top of your mat to inhale. Fold forward to exhale. Utkatasana chair pose. Sink your sit bones to the floor as you take a big breath in and open your heart to the sky. Are the four corners of your feet pressing into the earth here? Check in, are they facing 12 o'clock? Are your feet parallel to the edges of your mat? Now everybody lift up your toes, spread your 10 toes and soften them to the mat. Beautiful. Now feel gravity help you out here. Sink your heels, but as you sink your heels, what happens if you squeeze your heart forward to the front of the room, open? Sink your sit bones a little lower. Everybody's got 1 inch. Beautiful work, guys. One more long, strong inhale. Belly draws in. Fold forward to exhale. Halfway lift flat back to inhale. Step back, chaturanga, empty your breath. Up dog, cobra, heart forward. Downward facing dog, exhale, empty your breath. Right foot steps, warrior one, reach up. Now find your feet here. Outer edge of the back foot presses into the mat, thigh squeezes to your belly. Is your front foot pressing into the earth or the four corners pressing? Can you reach your fingertips to the sky a little more? Can you sink a little more into your knee? That's it. Now focus on your front rib, guys. Can you squeeze your front ribs in and expand through your mid back? Gaze. Ujjayi breath from the four corners of your feet. Breathe up all the way into your fingertips. Reach up to the sky. Sink a little lower. Last big inhale here. Reach up, fire up. Big breath in. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Exhale. Up dog, heart forward to inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Sit bones to the sky. Left foot steps, warrior one, reach up. Outer edge of that back foot presses into the earth. Feel it. Feel the inner arch lift and squeeze all the way to the belly. To sink. Draw your pit of your belly in and up to your spine. And sink into your front knee as you exhale. Set your gaze. Note your heart. Now fire up your fingertips for your last big breath in. Reach up to the sky, inhale. Cartwheel hands to the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, cobra to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 5 breaths here. Now get grounded, integrate. Hug your thumb tips to the center line. Draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine as you melt your heels. Skin, your muscles, your bones to your center line. Inhale. On your exhale, melt your heels to the floor. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. One more, just like that. Skin, muscle, bone. Inhale. So melt your heart to the back room. Soften your neck, soften your gaze. Now look forward, step float or jump top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Fold forward, exhale. Reach up, mountain pose, four corners of feet, press into the earth, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Utkatasana chair pose, sink 80% of your weight into your heels, inhale, fire up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, heart to the front of the room, inhale. Press back, high and low, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, cobra to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 1 breath, 1 pose. Right foot steps, warrior one, reach reach up, go straight there. To the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog cobra, heart forward to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, empty. Left foot steps, warrior one, reach up. To the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog cobra to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Press your hands into the earth and pull them towards your feet as you inhale. Sink your heels as you exhale. Long, strong breath to inhale. Skin muscle bone hug into your center line. Melt your heels, melt your heart to the back of the room. Now look forward, step float or jump to a halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Fold forward to exhale. Reach up, mountain pose, inhale. Fold forward to empty. Uttanasana chair pose, reach up to the sky, inhale. Fold forward to empty. Halfway lift, flat back to inhale. Step it back, high to low, empty. Up dog cobra to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, one breath, one pose. Right foot steps, warrior one, go there straight away. Reach up, inhale. To the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, heart forward, inhale. Downward facing dog, empty your breath. Left foot steps, warrior one, reach up. To the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, cobra to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Well done everybody, are we warmed up yet? Press the hands into the earth, pull them towards your feet. Inner ankles press back, outer ankles press down. Can you draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine and feel that? Sink your heels a little more, melt your heart to the back of the room. Now everybody take your right leg to the back wall, like you want to stand on that back wall. Straighten your leg, inner ankle presses back, outer ankle presses down. Awesome. Take a long, strong inhale together. Now tiger curl your knee to your nose, inhale. Step up, reach up, present under, big breath in. Bring hands to prayer, heart center. Twist your right elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Feel your heart open here, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now you want to get traction here, so press your elbow to your knee to your elbow. Now what happens here if you draw your thigh into your belly, squeeze your thigh to your belly, and your belly draws in and up to your spine. Beautiful work. Now take your left hip and wrap it all the way into your spine. Take your right shoulder up to the earth, up to the sky. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And it's like I'm wrapping your right hip around. Wrap the front of the hip all the way to the top of the tailbone. One more, biggest breath in. Stay for the exhale, soften. Now reach up, present lunge. Inhale. Sorry. Warrior two to exhale. Plant that back foot into the earth. Ground. With your palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale. Lengthen, extend inside, ankle melt. Take your elbow to your knee to your elbow, just to begin with today. Reach your hand to the sky. Now what is here for you today? Can you feel your feet? If you ground your feet into the earth and use gravity to draw your heart open to the sky, can you take your hand to the floor, even if you use a block? Take your hand to the floor. Now reach for the front of the room, use your belly, use your feet. We'll just be here for 3. Can you take that bottom arm off? What is possible for you here right now? If you ground into the earth, lift your bottom hand off for 3. I'm starting again because you have to lift your hand for 2. That's it. For 1 more, big breath in. Cartwheel hands to the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Well done, guys. Up dog cobra to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg goes straight back like you're standing on that back wall. Inner ankle presses back, outer ankle presses down. and try and rise up. Open your heart to the sky. Sink into that front foot a little more. Take that left hip and try and wrap it around to the bottom of your tailbone. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together and try and create one long line from your heel to the crown of your head. So reach your crown of the head to the front of the room. Crescent lunge, reach up, inhale. Warrior 2 to exhale. Put your palm, reverse your warrior, inhale. Extended side angle. Marilyn and I are both going to say woohoo. We made it to extended side angle today. So check in with your front knee. Make sure it's broadening out to the lower and that's it. So broaden your neck here like I'm pulling your knee. That's it. So front foot, top block. Yeah, that's it. Now ground into the four corners of that front foot. Use gravity here. Press that front foot into the earth. Now using that weight with the front foot pressing, take your hand to the floor, even if you use a block here. Now outer edge of the back foot presses, can you open your heart a little more? Can you use the power of your feet to reach your hands forward, open your heart for 3, for 2, for 1 more, biggest breath in, cartwheel hands to the floor, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, into your breath. Child's pose is available for you if you need to rest. Ujjayi breath. Long, strong inhale. Heels to exhale. Now look forward, step float or jump to a halfway lift, flat back and lengthen. Fold forward to exhale. Utkatasana chair pose, sink your sit bones, reach your hands to the sky to inhale. Let's try something new here today. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Now everybody shrug your shoulders up to your ears, lengthen through your side body, feel that. Now take your upper arm bones back. Upper arm bones go back, so squeeze the wrong bones together. Now twist to your right, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. It might feel a little strange, but feel how that lengthens your side bodies and feel your ability to sink your hips a little lower and open your heart a little more to the sky. Our only job here is to get our heart above our hips. Now check in and make sure your knees are in one long line, even if it feels like giving up a little bit. To get more into the pose, that's it. Yoga is just shapes around breath. It doesn't matter if we have to take a step backwards to move forward. So hug your skin muscle bone, everything hug to your midline. Open your heart a little more as your sit bones sink. Just one more inch. Beautiful work. Now fold forward to exhale. Take your feet hip width. So grip your toes, or actually it's yoga, so peace grip your toes. Bend your knees as much as you need to here to get a connection between your chest and your thighs. Just being right here, right now. To me, that's just being in my breath. Can you lengthen that Ujjayi breath and strengthen it? Can you melt your heart a little more to your hips? If you lived your life and right now is all I've got, all I've got. Soften your neck. Soften your joints. Maybe to soften your neck, you could nod your head yes, or shake your head no. Always end in a yes. Beautiful work. I slowly roll up to standing, reach up, mountain pose, ignite your fingertips to the sky. Fold forward, exhale. Utkatasana chair pose. Reach up. Bring your hands to prayer heart center. Lengthen your side bodies by shrugging your shoulder blades to your ears. Take your upper arm bones back by squeezing your elbows together. Now twist to your left, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. One job here, get our heart above our hips and just be in our breath. And you'll find that freedom in the pose through your foundation, so press into the four corners of your feet. Use those tree roots growing to rise up and open your heart like the branches of the tree. Open your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades together for 3, for 2, for 1 more. Biggest inhale. Can you sink your sit bones? Beautiful work. Fold forward, exhale. This time take gorilla pose. So slide the palms of your hands under your feet. Try and get your toes all the way up to the creases of your wrist. Soften your breath. Soften your mind. Just be right here, right now. You all got up really early on a Saturday. Set your gaze, soften it. Can you use your gaze to soften your breath and work with it together to soften your joints? Everybody just slowly and gently come into a yogi squat. That's taking your feet wide onto the mat. Bring your elbows into your knees. Bring hands to prayer heart center. Open your heart. Now if this is all you have today, just stay here. For some of you, you're very new to the practice and I just recommend this. But if you're in your practice and you're in your breath, come into crow pose. So press your hands into the mat, and if you're new and you want to give it a go, I'll cue you. So press your hands into the mat. Now get your foundation, spread your fingertips, press the pads of your fingers into the mat. Turn on the energetic taps by hugging your thumb tip to the center line. Now squeeze your knees, land them on your triceps. Draw the pit of your belly in and up. Now just one toe at a time. Lift one toe on another, but use your belly. Draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. If you fall, that's great. Keep going. Lift one toe and then another. Just maybe do a little waddling crow like a baby crow. Then fire up. If you can, shoot back to chaturanga. Or just splatter, that's okay. Everybody, let's meet in downward facing dog. That's awesome. Get a little messy, guys. That's a beautiful work. Now enjoy this downward facing dog. Press your hands into the mat. Hug your thumb tips in the midline. Energetic taps. Turn it on. Melt your heels to the mat. Exhale. Now look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold forward to exhale. Reach up, mountain pose. Inhale. Eagle pose. Right arm under, right leg wraps over. And this pose is all about the combination of your gaze and your breath. Use your feet. Ground down the four corners of the feet. Like you are that tree, allow that breath to draw up through your body like it's the roots of the tree, bringing the water to your heart and to the crown of your head. Breathe down to rise up, feel that energy flowing through you. Now try and lift your elbows up to your chin, just a little more. Okay, and you get that better by squeezing your front ribs in and expanding through your mid-back. Eagle pose, left arm under, left leg over. When we say things like be ready now, to me that just means being in each and every moment and just being present in that moment. And the only way I can do that is to stay in my breath. When I find that I'm arguing with people or I've jumped out of that, I always find that I'm not breathing, you know that feeling. keeping the elbows to the chin a little higher. So just bones a little lower. Beautiful work. Reach up, mountain pose, inhale. Now we're just going to do a fun little standing series here because we've got a limited amount of time. So take your right leg to the sky, draw your knee to your chest. Modified stork pose. Now take your left foot back, all the way to aeroplane pose. This is about fun, these little segments. So inner ankle presses back, outer ankle presses down. And you roll your left hip to the earth by using that power in your back leg. So like you're standing on the earth or the back wall with that back foot. Now reach your left hand to the ground and just come into half moon pose for one big breath in, reach up, look up at your hands, be fearless. And come back to a forward fold. Well done, guys. That was awesome. Reach up, mountain pose, inhale. I know. Just take a cleansing breath here. Bring your hands to your sides. Now reach up again, mountain pose. Take your knee to your chest, modified stork pose. Now fly back into aeroplane pose. Inner ankle presses back, outer ankle presses down. Use that power in your legs, so it's like you're spinning your inner thigh to the roof to get that left hip lower. Use gravity for one more big inhale. On your exhale, take your right hand to the floor, come into half moon, lucky you guys know. Reach up, look up for one big breath in, and fold forward, exhale, that was amazing. Reach up, mountain pose, inhale, fire up. Now take an exhale, keep your hands to the sky. It's going to do some little fun stuff here getting into dances, guys. So squeeze your front ribs in together, expand through your mid-back. That engages your TVA, which is your deepest layer of abs. Now take your right hand down to grab your right foot. Keep those abs engaged. Grab the inner arch of the right foot. Now everybody, start by squeezing your knees together. That's it. That will keep your hips square. Now reach forward into dancer's pose. Use the power of the traction between your hand and your foot to reach further. Now use the power of your standing foot. Press the inner ankle back, the outer ankle down. It's okay to lose your breath and your foundation just comes straight back into it. Draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. What happens if you press down? Can you reach forward for 3, for 2? I promise this is the highest your heart rate will be today. For 1 more, biggest breath in, reach forward. Mountain pose, inhale. Take your left foot down, squeeze the front ribs together in one motion. Take your left hand down, brother. Sorry, guys. Grab the inner arch of that left foot, squeeze your thighs together. Now come into dancer's pose. Use that traction of the hand and the foot kicking together. Keep your belly squeezed in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, reach forward, heart forward for 3, for 2. What's possible for you now? If you root down to lean forward, reach, reach, reach. Beautiful work. Come into mountain pose, reach up, inhale. Hands to prayer, heart center, thumbs to tea. Now today find your version of tree pose. If you're newer to the practice, it's okay just to come into a kickstand, which I'll briefly demonstrate. It's just your foot allowing you to balance on the floor. If you have a more advanced practice, bring your right foot into your left thigh. The only place your foot can't go for safety is on your knee joint. But start with your foundation here. So that's both feet pressing equally. So the four corners of the standing foot press into the earth, and just as much as you're pressing on the left foot, your right foot presses into your leg equally. Now lengthen through your side bodies. So take your upper arm bones back, everybody, by squeezing the rhomboids. That's it. Set your gaze. Use your breath. need to let go of trying to be perfect. And maybe today you need to close your eyes to just be. Whatever it is for you today, try and challenge yourself in this pose. Do something you've never done before. Let go of your fear around it. Are you too afraid to take your arms to the sky? Whatever it is, just do it. Go there. And when you fall, or if you fall, just meet yourself back in standing. It's okay. Now everybody come back to center. And we'll take it to the other side. Right foot plants into the earth, left foot wherever you need it to be. Find your breath, find your gaze. There's a Sioux Indian saying, which actually Danny's got on the poster out there under my name. And it says, the longest journey you will ever take is from your head to your heart. I find in my life when I live from my head, that's when I'm not present. I'm trying to live in the future or live in the past, what might happen, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And it's only when I'm in my breath and living from my heart that I can be present and be ready for whatever comes up in that moment. It's not matter what you look at, it's where you look from. Can you look from your heart? Can you let your heart see through your eyes? Can you let your eyes see through your heart? Can you fearlessly go somewhere you've never been in tree pose before today? Can you close your eyes? Can you reach your hands to the sky? Back to center, beautiful work, guys. Ujjayi breath, reach up, mountain pose, four corners of the feet press into the earth. Fold forward to exhale. Take a halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Step it back to a high plank, float to chaturanga, exhale. Reach your heart forward, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take your right foot, warrior one, step forward. Reach your hands up, warrior two, empty your breath. Set your gaze to your fingertips. Now everybody listen carefully. Set your gaze to your fingertips. This might get a little messy because we had an alignment lesson yesterday. So, I'm going to give it a go. Press the four corners of both feet into the earth. Now feel the outer edge of that back foot. Now with your back leg, you want to fire up your quad here. So don't move your foot off the earth, but feel like you're lifting your back leg off the ground, so you're firing up your glute. Feel the power in that. Now sink a little further down, that's it. Now straighten through your front leg. Reach your hands forward to the front of the room, stay grounded, feet, take your hips back. It's like you're trying to lift that back leg, but you don't feel that. Now come into triangle pose, that was amazing. So press the outer edge of your back foot into the earth, lift your inner arch, squeeze your belly. Take a block if you need it. Now from the soles of your feet, use your breath to look up at your hands. Spread your fingers. Now turn on those energetic taps with your hand and open your heart to the sky a little more. Side facing forward fold, face to wall. Bring both feet to face 12 o'clock so they're parallel to the outer edges of your mat. Beautiful work. Bend your knees. Rub your heart. Headstand is in your practice. I offer that up to you now. Everybody else, take a generous bend of the knees this morning. It's cold. Soften your neck. Just find your breath. Right now is all I've got. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, just this moment. Can you maximize your practice by being in your breath in these quieter times? I know that for me this is when my mind starts racing, so from the soles of your feet, inhale. Bring your hands behind your back into prayer. Now melt your chest down to your front leg. But this pose is about grounding, so stay grounded here. It's like you're drawing your feet away from each other. The alignment we use is called our true north. And like the magnets that make a compass work, it's like I've got magnets on both of your feet. Draw them away from each other. And feel how that grounds your back leg, and it's energetically, you can fire up your glute muscles by dragging that back foot away. That's it. Pit of the belly draws in and up to your spine, out your heart. Now keep your feet, draw them away from each other. Bring your left hand to the ground, take your right hand to the sky, reach up for a twisted triangle. One last inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, amazing work. Heart forward, up dog inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot steps, warrior one, reach up. Warrior two, exhale. Let's get into our legs and our feet here. So outer edge to the back foot presses inner arch. So we squeeze that thigh to the belly. Sink into the front knee by pressing the four corners of the front foot into the earth. Beautiful work. Now, energetically, try and lift that back leg off and up. You're just firing up your glutes. Feel your glutes. Now straighten through the front leg. Take your back hips to the back of the room. Use that magnet of the true north. Take your hands to the front of the room. Lengthen your side bodies. Now come into triangle. Now energetically, feel like you're lifting that back leg, but really you're just drawing your feet away from each other like the magnets of true north are drawing you apart. Look up at your hands. Turn on your energetic tap. So spread your fingers a little wider. Journey you will ever take is from your head to your heart. The hardest thing to do sometimes when we're wound up is to be in the present moment. And it's in those moments of duress, or even in those quiet times when we can just take the time to stay in our breath. That's when it really counts. Otherwise, come into your full expression of the pose. The only important thing is your feet here. So pull them away from each other. Try and get that left hip back a little bit. Use your right leg drawing away to do that. Feel that glute fire up. And I know it sounds a little weird, but feel that in your body. So pull the legs away from each other. Ground the feet into the earth. Soften your neck. You might want to bend your front knee just to get your heart a little closer to the front of that leg. Coming to twisted triangle. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. Use a block if you need it. Keep those feet draw away from each other, reach up. And use the power of gravity to rise up and open your heart, melt your heart open to the sky. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog to inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. into a high plank. And we can't forget it's Saturday morning, guys, and I am covering for Alison. And she tells me to hold you here in high plank on Saturday morning. So if you're newer to the practice, please drop your knees. And if you have a shoulder injury, please drop your knees. Everybody else, this is for Alison, so hug your thumbs together. I want you to push the earth away. Can you broaden your collarbones wide, like I've got those magnets? And the cue is to take your upper arm bones back, but really you're broadening your collarbones, and the magnets are on the sidewalls. Push the earth away, dive into your upper back. Now use your feet here. Press the inner ankles back, the outer ankles down. I know you're lucky we're not doing hip push-ups right now. So squeeze your thigh to your belly to your thighs. Now use your pelvis here, tilt the front of your pelvis, let your tailbone shoot to the back of the room. Drop your knees at any time. In fact, I'm not going to stop until you all crack. I'm only joking. We're just going to be here for 3, for 2. Start to lower to the floor. Empty your breath, your breath, your breath, your breath, your breath. Have a rest. I'm sorry about that, but it's in the instruction manuals for Saturday morning. Take your head to one side, just your favourite side. We've got plenty of space here today. Just feel gravity is your friend right now. Nothing to do except stay in your breath. So the Ujjayi breath is what cultivates the thread of our practice. For me, it's what creates the magic. We're to stay in the present moment, to be right here, right now. For me, it requires a lot of the letting go very often. You know, like when you're driving your car and someone just cuts in front of you at 6:30 in the morning. You're going to let that ruin all your whole day, or you're going to let it go. Press your 10 toes into the mat, so your toenails are pressing. Focus on your pinkies here. So make sure your pinky toenails are pressing. Feel how that gets your inner thighs to roll up to the ceiling. Now squeeze your thighs to your belly. Switch on your belly. Take your hands behind you. Have your palms facing into the earth. Now have your thumbs out. So turn on those energetic taps again. Squeeze your belly to your spine. Now lift your chest to the sky for half locust. If you want to, try squeezing the shoulder blades up, the shoulders to the ears, and then taking your upper arm bones back. Beautiful work. Feel how you rise up. Yes. Now take your feet off the ground. Squeeze your thighs to your belly. We'll just be here for 3. Make sure your palms are facing the earth. So spin your, yes, that's it. For 3. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. For 2. For 1 more biggest breath in. That is your thread. Melt to the floor. Empty your own, guys. Take your head to the other side. Keep your breath. Your breath is your thread. And feel gravity. When we're resting, gravity is our friend. But actually, it's always our friend. We use it to cultivate that energy. It is where the energetic taps begin. Now, for people newer to the practice, I invite you just to take locust again. Everybody else, I'm going to come into floor bow here. So lift up your feet. Grab the outer edges of your ankles or your feet. Lift your chest. Now from your belly, draw the belly in and up to your spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart. Set your gaze. Now finding the depth and the possibility in this pose is about being in your breath. Can you just be in your breath right here, right now? Can you lift your heart when you squeeze your front ribs in together? What happens if you squeeze your belly a little more? Now kick into your hands, kick into your hands, kick into your hands, heart forward, inhale, melt to the floor. Soften your breath, soften your gaze. Just remember, back bends are like having a cup of coffee. So just save everybody at least $4 because you won't tops of your fingers to the bottom of your lower ribs. Now before we move anything else, everybody spread your fingers wide. Now get that energetic hugging of the thumb tips to your center line. Make sure your elbows and your wrists are stacked, so stack your joints. Now turn on your energetic tap, so hug your thumb tips to your center line. Now get the feeling of pressing your hands into the earth. Now pull them towards your feet. Now feel that before we go up. Like, feel that? Yeah. Okay, now everybody press into your 10 toes. Focus on the pinky. Now push up, take your hips up, take your chest to the sky, upward facing dog. Now press the hands into the earth, pull them towards the feet. Engage your thighs, engage your belly, heart forward. Try and squeeze, roll your shoulders backwards, squeezing. Yes, that's it. Squeeze your rhomboids together for one more big inhale. Now press back down and face the floor. Exhale, amazing work. Come to standing on your knees. We're going to come into camel pose. Now camel pose is all about your belly here, guys. So catch your breath. Make sure you're in that ujjayi breath. Mula Bandha, lift your pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha, draw the head of your belly in and up to your spine. Now those new to the practice, start by just bringing your hands to the back of your hips. You might want to take your fingertips into the small of your back, pointing up to your shoulder blades, so fingertips to the sky, or you can have your fingertips down to the earth. Now from your belly, or the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. Now this is really important. Squeeze your front ribs together, expand through your mid-back. Now from your belly, start to reach back in camel pose. Try and reach for your heels. Coming up onto your toes makes it a little easier. Belly squeezes, heart forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Set your gaze. This is the exact opposite to sitting in a chair or driving around in a car all day. So if you're about to drive kids to sport all day, make the most of this for 3, for 2. One more big inhale, heart to the sky. Come up. Now, however you want to get there, come to lie on your back. You can do a vinyasa, you can rock and roll, handstand, headstand, whatever you like. But when you land, come straight to bridge pose. 4 corners of both feet, press into the earth, bridge pose. Take your feet hip width. 4 corners of the feet, press into the earth, root them down. Remember those tree roots from the beginning of the class, like those roots are growing from the earth, from the tops of your feet into the earth. And then like your body is the branches, can you expand your heart and rise your hips to the sky? Use your breath to expand. Now if you can, take your hips up to the ceiling a little more, interlace your hands underneath you. Says, I am rooted, but I flow. Can you flow with your breath here? Even when we're still, we can find that concept of flow. And flow is just being connected to your breath. All we're trying to achieve today is a shape around our breath. 4 corners of both feet. Press into the earth. Lift your heart up to the sky. Melt to the floor for 1 breath. Your breath out. Come down. Take a cleansing inhale. Empty your breath. Now we only have time for 1 more back bend here this morning. So if you can do wheel, please do wheel, but it's your choice. Bridge or wheel, go for it, guys. If you're doing wheel, and for everybody in fact, it's the pressing of the feet that's so important in wheel. So press the 4 corners of the feet into the earth. Use your feet here like you've got those tree roots. They're stabilizing you. Then breathe. Use gravity to open your heart to the back of the room. Everybody else in bridge pose, can you open your heart a little more? Can you interlace your hands underneath you? Everybody in wheel, we'll just be here for 3, for 2. Use your feet to take your heart to the sky. 1 more big breath in. And come down, everybody. Well done. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together to touch. Take your knees wide. Shoulders, not your heart. held our plank a little longer. We'll do one small abdominal exercise. So take your feet to the sky, bend your knees if you're newer to the practice, but everybody else, if you can, take your legs straight up. Make sure your belly is drawn, locked in, so that means you draw the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. Now slowly lower your right leg 30 degrees. Lower another 30 degrees. Take it 1 inch off the floor, hover. On your inhale, raise your leg up. Now lower the left leg 30 degrees. Another 30. Take it 1 inch off the mat, hover. On your inhale, bring it up to the sky. Let's do that one more time. Right leg 30 degrees. Another 30. 1 inch to hover. On your inhale, reach it up. Take your left leg down 30 degrees. Another 30. 1 inch to hover. Bring it back up to inhale. Now both legs together, but if it's too strong in your lower back, bend your knees. So lower 30 degrees. I encourage you to modify. Lower another 30 degrees. 1 inch hover, belly on fire. Use that fire to make you stronger. Bring your legs up, inhale. Well done, guys. Now make your way to boat pose. Even if you have to modify, modification of boat pose is to bring the soles of the feet to the mat. That's it. Take your upper body back. Now use your belly here, everybody. Draw the pit of your belly in up to your spine. Draw your front ribs together. Squeeze your shoulder blades to your heart. Now spin your pinkies to your center line. Draw your belly in. Now open your heart a little more. Press and pull the shoulder blades in and up to your heart. That's it. The longest journey you'll ever take is from your head to your heart. What can you let go of here to just be here for 3, for 2, be in your breath. It will carry you through for one more big inhale. Beautiful work. Come to lying on your backs and just hug your knees into your chest. Take a little rest. Just give yourself a hug. Stay in your breath, Ujjayi breath. Soften your gaze. Now rock and roll and come to downward facing dog. However you want to get there. You can vinyasa, headstand, handstand, whatever's fun for you. And then we're going to make our way into half pigeon. You want to take your right leg up to the sky, open through your hip. Make sure your hands stay grounded into the earth, so press them into the earth. And come into your version of half pigeon, squeeze that back thigh though. Draw it into your belly, use your belly. You might want to take a block under the right hip to get yourself square. So I'm just going to come and adjust a few of you because you want your hips to be square so you can have your hips as your foundation in this pose. So yeah, take deer pose if you need to modify for your knee. Otherwise you can come onto your back. Now like first take a block under your hip here. Slide it under for that. Now I'm just going to ground your hip now come forward. So ground your hips into the earth, keep them square. Now take your arms forward. Rest your head. Find your breath. I told this story a little bit yesterday from Marilyn, but I was looking on my Facebook page and my great friend Gemma is in Peru on this great spiritual journey, if you like. This is a tongue-in-cheek comment, so please take it from a place of humour. And she wrote on Facebook, and I think she genuinely believed it, that she discovered the meaning of life. And we only have 2 choices. And those choices are yes and yes. And when I read that, I actually started laughing because the foundation of this sequence, this journey into a power practice that we've modified a translation of that is just to be yes. Just be in the moment, be present. Right now is all I've got, be yes to that and let go of what you must. To be able to be that yes. And I laughed because there are so many moments in my life when I really don't do that. But what I do know is when I do find the presence of mind to catch my breath, and I can find that ability. And maybe, who knows, maybe Gemma's right, maybe there's something on that mountain top in Peru. Maybe that is the meaning of life, I don't know. But I do know that when I actually remember to do it, it really helps me. Slowly press back up into downward facing dog. And take your left leg to the sky, open through your hip, bend your knee, lengthen your side body, and make your way into half pigeon. In this practice that we do, there are 8 universal principles to stepping up to the edge. And one of them is be in the now and you know how. And to me, that's all about just being in that present moment. When you have the presence of mind, you stop second guessing yourself, and you do have that ability just to be. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Bring that right leg out in front of you. Just come into side fold here. Anu Shrikshasana. Take your left leg out, your right foot, bend it into your leg, into the inner thigh. And fold forward. I'll tell you something about this pose. When I first started practicing at home, this is the pose that I always miss out. So today when I had to modify the sequence, I made sure I put it in because it actually is a pose that's really important for letting go of the tension we've created in our body through lots of the poses. So I want you to be squeezing your thigh to your belly, to have your belly engaged, because that makes your hamstring lengthen. And try and melt your heart to the top of your leg. Just be in your breath. It's really easy to smash our way through a vinyasa and stay present. When we slow it down, it's a little harder, so can you just be your breath? You need to get a little bit more into your lower back. Take your right hand and grab the outside of your left leg. Or if you're super flexy, take the foot. That'll just help you with a lower back stretch. So we've worked a little bit into that hip and triangle. Melt your heart, melt your mind. The longest journey you will ever take is from your head to your heart. And for me, that means I live from my heart when I'm being present, when I'm right here, right now. The time squeezing your belly, draw your front ribs in, expand for a few more breaths here. And carefully lower to the floor, especially if you've got a block there. Now come into fish pose. So take your hands under your glutes. Bring them together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open your heart. Now try squeezing your front ribs together and expanding through the mid back in this pose. It sounds a little weird, but try that. Be in your breath. Fire up your legs. Squeeze your thighs to your belly to your spine. For one more big breath in. Melt to the floor, empty. Now come up into an inversion of your choice. Here this morning, shoulder stand is the preferred to ignite our parasympathetic nervous system, but Viparita Karani with a block under your sacrum is beautiful. If you're near a wall, legs up the wall is amazing. But just get upside down. Happy baby is also an option. Get your feet above your heart. Now something that's been helping me in my practice lately is an awareness of my abdominal muscles while I'm in shoulder stand. So I'm going to cue Mula Bandha, so pelvic floor fires up. Uddiyana Bandha, the pit of your belly draws in and up to your spine. Feel that. Now draw your front ribs in to fire up your TVA. Expand through your mid back. Now listen carefully. This is the magical shoulder stand cue. Press your upper arm bones back, which means pressing them into the floor. So feel that. That's amazing. Fire up your thighs to keep your belly active. Press into the floor a little more. Amazing. Now come into cloud pose. Keep those upper arm bones coming back. That's pressing into the earth, earth, earth. Now deaf man's pose. And then slowly, slowly, slowly keep the belly engaged. Keep those arms pressing and then roll to the earth. Mindfully feel how the arms can help you here. Don't switch them off. All the way down, lying on your backs. Draw your right knee to your chest. Take it across your body. Come into supine twist. Press your shoulder blades into the earth. Make sure your shoulders are really using gravity, you guys. Close your eyes. Lengthen through your side body here. So press your shoulder blade into the earth. Draw your hip down. Back to center. Through your left knee into your chest. Take it to the other side in your breath.